She loves you, and it's going to get her killed.
A man's no better than the pain he's caused the people he loves, and what he's willing to do to set it right.
Tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Here we go, here we go. Black!
Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go! Mike 40, check.
Bravo!
Hey, let's get this.
Yeah, check, hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D.
One, Omaha.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's into the hands of Matthews for the 49er touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They begin with Michel on the ground. They'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success.
Here we go.
How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 42-yard line.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
21.
25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Know your job.
Go.
25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Shift.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Here we go.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
At 25 to Mike. Hey, echo.
In your face.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
From the gun, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans, but then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Following the penalty, Michelle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Michelle. And some room to work. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. On the draw, this is Ingram. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And that one going nowhere from the start, as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former fifth-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the draw, here's Michel. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Boom! Yeah, baby!
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Pittsburgh.
let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check nine.
This is Ingram. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 39, Jackson dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Malcolm Smith able to drop him for a loss of a couple. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Jackson now. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. He's at the 50, the 40, 30. And a super return as he all the way down inside the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I think in normal situations, most play callers will probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Matt Judon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
On second down, Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Push him back. Echo. Slam, squeeze. Go.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Garoppolo looks to throw. Screenplay, McKinnon. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here we go.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver. Third down here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Matt Judon, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The kick by Gold is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Check the back, check the back.
To throw again on second down. Jackson going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
36, 36.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
65, 65.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They're going to try and run.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. 16 yards, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
90 is the
Draw play, Ingram now. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ingram again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Jackson operating from the gun. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important third down.
Here we go. 80.
25 the mic. What we got? What we got? What we got? 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Go, go.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there. A big one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On 1st down, Michel, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 8-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Niners, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.
When Visible set out to create the future of phone service, we tossed the stuff that wasn't working and kept the stuff that was working, like Verizon's 4G LTE network. Meet Visible, $40 a month for unlimited everything on Verizon's 4G LTE network. Visible, welcome to the future of phone service.